Hello everyone and welcome back to another Conan Exiles. In this one we'll be doing the jhebbal saga, I think it's pronounced. It's a religion that you gotta do to basically get lures. First thing you gotta do is come and speak to this werewolf, which is in D8 on the map, right in the middle of the desert, right in this top corner, right here. Is exactly there. So once you get here, you want to speak to him. You want to unlock. I've already unlocked it, but you want to learn the Midnight Alchemist. Once you've learned that, you got to go back to your base to an alchemist bench and craft the potion. So I'm going to quickly run back to base, and when we get there, I'll talk you through it. So I'll catch you in a second. Everyone, before I continue, I forgot to mention, when you kill the final boss, you need to get this flesh off of them. It's the werewolf boss. You need to harvest this flesh off them and eat it to get the recipe. If you do not do that, you will not get the recipe and you'll have to go all the way through the dungeon again. So definitely take something like a pickaxe or an axe to harvest the boss so you can get this meat and eat it off them. I made the mistake of taking it. Luckily I had Pete and he harvested the boss for me. So a word of warning, definitely take an axe or a pickaxe to get this meat off of them and eat it raw. That's how you get the recipe. So without further ado, let's crack on with the video. Right, hello everyone, we're finally back to my base after speaking to the werewolf. We have now got to collect, you've got to get yourself 25 yellow lotus powder. You get that from grinding the yellow lotus flowers. 5 blood, you can get that from killing stuff. And you got your bone meal, you get that from putting a bit of bone in the grinder. And a water flask, that is just creating a flask and then topping it up in the water. If you don't know how to do any of these, I have tutorials for all of them. If you check out my channel, you'll find them quite easily. The thing you want to be careful of when you go to fight in this boss area where we're going, you can see here I've got a lot of healing, a lot of food, because it is going to be brutal. You are definitely gonna want to go with a thrall or a friend, or if you're on solo you might want to change the settings a little bit so they're in your favor. Unless you're a pro, then you can just go in and see what happens basically. I think you can take thralls with you. I am not 100% sure. This is the first time I'm going through there. I have my thrall just there. I have Peter as well with me somewhere. He's gone to get a drink, I think. But yeah, once you've learnt that thing off the werewolf, you want to come here. You want to put all your ingredients inside. So your bone meal, your flasks and everything. And then you want to find the potion. It is this purple one right here. I hope I could take a thrall, because this apparently is going to be brutal. So, and it has a 30 seconds expiry time. So very quickly, before you go, you're going to want to actually get a tank build or something of that sort to help you out, because it is going to be really brutal. And I'm going to have to drink my potion now before it expires. So, I'll meet you on the other side. Right, and here we are on the other side. Pete's just making his potion and he's going to join me in a second. When you get through, you can only go straight forwards, and you want to stick to the left hand path, I believe, until we get through the bear boss. And then you want to stick to the right hand path, I believe it is, until you get to the very end basically. But I'll see there'll be 2 versions, a quick version and a long version. This is going to be probably the long one. And yeah, I'll cut it down so it's so I'll release a short one for all those that just want to skip through as quick as possible. But yeah, you definitely want to bring a bow with you with some arrows that will help you out, and obviously your best weapons, possibly one of your best thralls, a friend if you got one, and yeah, basically lots of food, lots of water, and a lot of healing. And when I say a lot of healing, I really do mean you need a lot of healing, because there is a lot to fight through. So, without further ado, I'm going to start charging through this dungeon with Peter and our thralls, and hopefully we can do it in a really quick time. So, let's crack on with it. At this stage, if you haven't got a hyena pet and you want one, this will be a great opportunity to grab a baby hyena, but they do weigh a lot. Just a bit of caution there, because you may get over encumbered because they are really heavy, so you could give it to a thrall, make them carry all the weight if you want. But this will be your perfect chance. There is saber-tooth babies you can get later on. I'll be picking one of them up. So let's carry on fighting these three, and it currently looks like a dead end, but it's not. If you come over to, oh no, it's over here. After you kill these three here, you see that archway just there with all the paint, and that's where we've got to go. So quickly kill these. Right, Peter is over here. Through this archway, come through here and just drop down when you find a spot to drop down for. It's left again. Alright, so I'll see you when we get to the boss. I believe it isn't far from here. Right, so after doing that, after doing your turn left continuously, you get to your first boss through this doorway, and where is it? It's in here somewhere. There it is, it's a jaguar. So let's try and kill this. So that was the first boss. As you can see, we absolutely massacred it, like really quickly, because there's 4 of us, 2 thralls and me and Peter. So after he's tried to get the head of the jaguar, we will go on and see where the next boss is. I believe you go through the bones there and follow the same process of turning left. You don't. Right, and the second boss is just over there, and I don't know if you caught it or not, but a baby cub bear ran off over there, so you can pick up a baby cub as well. I don't know what other animal babies there are hanging around, but I'm pretty sure there's quite a few, considering we've already found a hyena and a bear. So this is your second boss. It's a gorilla, and he looks like he's a badass, so let's kill him.
Watch your flanks. Me and me mates are thick as thieves.
Crikey, and that's why I said you need a lot of heal potions, because he almost had me. It was very close. That was oh shit moment. But once Peter gets his head, we'll go on to the next boss. This time we want to be going to the right once we've gone through the bones. Did you get the head, Pete? Nice. Peter did get the head. If you're wondering how to get boss heads, you just need to use an axe and actually aim for the boss's neck. If you don't aim for the boss's neck, you won't get it. So this time we want to be going to the right hand side, and yeah, just keep turning to the right and we'll eventually get to the final boss. So let's get going. And this is where you could get the baby tigers if Pete wasn't a murderer and killed it. So let's crack on. Now you know that where to get the baby lion cubs, or these saber tugs. Saber cubs. That's better. So I finally picked up that baby. That was blimmin' effort, and I've lost track of what direction I was going in. I think is it this way, Peter? Well, I'll know if I get around the corner if there's... Yeah, it's this way. So, let's carry on. So this is the next boss. You don't want to drop down here because you can see it. If you get close to the edge, and if you have a bow with you, you can just stand up here and shoot him from a distance. Usually, if you stand about here, you should be able to shoot him. But it looks like one of our trolls has jumped down there, so that's not going to happen. Got to try and drop down here without dying, Pete. So let's just hope we don't die. Oh, broke my legs. Okay, using gas. We need our dust mask on. Unless our thrall's gonna come over here. Come over here,
You've got no
thralls,
chance, mate.
so we can fight out of the smoke. Oh, I'll just have to equip this. Right, where is he? Where is it, Pete? Oh, damn.
Watch Watch your flanks. Me and me mates are thick as thieves.
Right, I just use the lock on. So, this is flipping hard.
Pokey, mate.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
Ow. Let's just put our trolls into the open so we can actually see what's going on. So my troll comes over it, no problem. There's my troll. It's just you and your troll in there, by the way. Just spam X, your troll should come out. Yeah. Ah, there we go. He's in the open now. Now we can actually see what we're doing. We'll be able to kill him. Ow! That hurts. Okay, let's charge back into the open, I reckon. Throw, come back here, you stupid. Oh dear.
You've got no chance, mate.
And that's that boss down. So that one was a little bit harder, and that's why you need a sandstorm mask. So that's boss number 3. I think that's number 3 in it? Or is that number 4? Yeah, it's number 3. So we got another one left, which is the main boss. Obviously once Peter's got the head of this one, we'll head up there and try and get to this last final boss. We need to keep going to the right, I believe. Yeah, we're on the right now. Did you get the head? Ah, I didn't manage to get that head, but oh well. We've got another boss to go for where we might get that head. So let's crack on. And now you're gonna know that the final boss is a werewolf, and why I said bring loads of health potions, because I got hit like 3 times then and it took nearly all my health. So let's put my health potions up there and let's go kill this guy. He's gonna pack a punch, so the best tactic would be to literally just keep shielding. Use your sword and shield as much as possible, or get your thrall to take all the hits, but then your thrall's most likely going to die. There's the final boss, so let's kick his ass.
Pokey, mate.
And there we go, we killed the final boss of this area. I swear I saw something flying above us Wow, I'm so glad we don't have to fight him. Alright, Peter's gonna grab his head and then we're gonna crack on through. Can I drink this? Oh wow, you can drink the blood. Alright, let's go through the mouth. I believe this is where we gotta go. sponge. Turn to surface. The beast, you have to hit it with a pickaxe or harvest him in some way or another to get the flesh. Once you've got the flesh, you eat that raw and it will give you the religion. It would have been good if I knew that before leaving, but luckily Peter harvested him, and yeah, he's going to give me a little bit of the flesh so I can have the religion as well. And that is how you get the religion. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.